One of the dangers about too much formal treatment with gatekeepers is that you actually reproduce local power structures and you're complicit in them. For example, there are times when folks are doing, want to do research on illegal activities that are only illegal because they're made illegal by local authorities. And in some ways you don't want the researchers to be compliant in that, because they would be another layer of silencing on top of what may already be inequity and injustice. So gatekeeping is always a bit of a trick. In my case, working with very authoritarian structures, they really want that respect of the gatekeeper, and sometimes you have to bypass it on purpose, because part of your ethical obligation is to represent the complexity of the local situation, not just give the view that the person who's the gatekeeper wants you to get. So I think, again, it's one of those areas where you want to sort of work on two channels. You make sure that there's that formal agreement, but also point out to the person doing the research that it may become necessary to bypass that gatekeeper if that gatekeeper is purposefully excluding certain people or is purposefully misrepresenting the situation.
There are a lot of laws which I think are stupid or badly applied, and I think that that creates a sort of ethical dilemma in a sense. I don't think you can kind of take legal frameworks as necessarily representative or constitutive of what's ethical. Often there's a big mismatch. So I think that, I suppose, you kind of have to be conscious, I think, when it comes to gatekeeping, of different kinds of gatekeeping and of what's at stake in those power relations. And being conscious of that enables you, I think, to make some reflexive ethical decisions as a researcher. And I just want to say too, I really liked what Greg said about that, because we want to talk about gatekeeping institutionally. Candy knows I think this. I think the Macquarie Ethics Committee is just a superb committee. It's the best ethics committee I've ever worked with as a researcher. And really working with that committee has given me the confidence to say to my students, look, this isn't just a gatekeeping exercise. These people aren't annoying bureaucrats. They're researchers themselves. And this is part of your project. And I think that goes to Greg's point about how we need to really expand the way in which we educate students, and in some cases early career researchers, about the value of the ethics process.
Your design is your most powerful tool for breaking down those power structures. And for me, with the research that I've been involved in, actually consulting with my participants right from the beginning in terms of research design, that's really important. So not actually going to my participants with an already predetermined research design, but taking a thought out project that probably has ethics approval already, but allowing the participants to then develop that project further in a way that, one, recognises their agency, two, recognises their expertise in relation to what's being looked at, and really gives voice to those participants as well. So I think design is really important, and recognising that design is something that, as researchers, we need to be constantly evaluating throughout the research process.